As you know, combat sports are growing in popularity. However, here in Manitoba, many local athletes have to leave the province in order to compete. But as CTV's Sean Churchill shows you now, that may be about to change.
Sergio Pettis already has a lifetime of memories. I fought in this ring right here, so my first pro fight was right here in this ring. The UFC fighter has 17 wins in 22 professional fights, and he wouldn't have gotten to where he is without a chance to compete as an amateur.
It wasn't regulated in the States. Would you have been the fighter that you are?
No, not at all. Honestly, not at all. I wouldn't be able to compete. I would have had to do separate things, maybe boxing, wrestling, but I had a chance to actually compete in MMA, put it all together at a young age, and I wish I did it more. So, I mean, if these kids get to that, you know, the future is bright. Pettis grew up in Milwaukee, where amateur combat sports are allowed. He went 4 for 4 as an amateur. In Canada, only Alberta and BC sanction amateur bouts, but that may change. The combative sports community in the province is now lobbying the Manitoba government and the Manitoba Combative Sports Commission to make changes which would sanction amateur kickboxing and mixed martial arts.
We managed to get 1,700 signatures in 2017 for people in favor of the petition to have amateur combat sports regulated in the province of Manitoba by the Manitoba Combative Sports Commission.
I think it would do so much, not only for the sport, but for the youth. You know, martial arts changed my life. I don't know where I'd be without martial arts, and having a place to compete in the amateurs, you know, kept me out of trouble at a young age. So I think it would help not only, you know, the community, but the kids, the sport in general. It's getting big.
It's so tightly regulated here in Canada. We really need something universal in Canada across the board to have all the provinces regulate amateur mixed martial arts. The amount of events now in Canada have dwindled in the last 5 or 10 years. There's not as many professional events. How do you build a professional athlete without amateur combat sport? It's impossible. You need amateur to build a pro.
Sean Churchill, CTV Sports, Winnipeg.